everyone, welcome to another session of Product Terminology. So today we'll be talking about my journey into product management. So I am Kriti and I'm currently working as a product manager at Cisco. My journey started in 2015 when I was working as a software developer at Cisco. So there I was working on developing and building codes, but one thing which was missing was why exactly we are building this, how exactly is the requirement coming. So there I got to know, okay, there's a person called product manager who works with the customers and understands their requirement and then gives it to the engineering team. I found that something interesting, and with almost 3 years of experience, I figured out that, okay, product management is something I want to go for. So coming from a tech background, the easiest way to land a product management job that time was go for an MBA degree. And I decided, okay, so if I'm going for an MBA degree, why not go it for the best B-School? So I decided to move to US and join University of Pittsburgh B-School, which is CAT's Graduate School of Business. So in 2018, I joined the University of Pittsburgh B-School for my MBA. And there, the journey was not that easy. So once you move from India to US, you get to know a lot of different things which are happening, not just culturally, but also professionally. So there's a bit of difference in how the B-School structure works in US as compared to India. So when my semester started, there were a lot of things which are happening. There were a lot of clubs which were going on. There were a lot of case competitions, then a lot of courses like accounting and finances, which coming from an engineering background, I was not aware of. And you almost get only 1.5 months where you have to complete the entire course and get done with it. Also, you have a lot of internships which are getting started. So you have to crack your dream job. For me, the goal was very clear. Okay, product management internship is something what I want to go for. And I was very structured and focused that, okay, I'll not be joining or I'll not be getting involved in each and every club. Like for me, particularly marketing or the business club or the National Women MBA Club, which is for the women leaders, were the few shortlisted ones which I decided to join. Also for the case competitions, you'll find that every month there's a different case comp which is happening, but I think you should be fully aware that taking part in all the case competition is also not necessary. Plan accordingly how much workload you can handle. And also personally, I feel US is a bit different culturally. So you don't get house helps or you don't get the luxury of the cooks and the maids which you get in India. So you have to manage your work and everything. So for me, it was like, okay, managing the household work and then managing my classes. Overall, the journey was very exciting and overwhelming, but thankfully I was able to successfully crack a product management internship again with Cisco in their data center team. And that was more of a hardware product. So I moved to San Jose, which is the center of the Silicon Valley, and joined Cisco there. So there, since it was a hardware product, what I was involved was working on preparing a competitive analysis and identifying who our customers are, who our dormant customers are, and how we can retain them. Also, one of the other project I was involved was prepare a pricing for them. So when I say pricing for a hardware product, it's not the direct pricing. So you have to look at the competitors and then you have to decide on how you have to mark up your price. Overall, working with different teams, that was your sales team, marketing team, engineering team, was a totally new experience for me, and learning how to cross collaborate with others and also making sure that communication is very important, because never assume that your engineering or your design team knows it. Until unless you proactively communicate with them or proactively tell the customer, okay, these are the asks and okay, please test this, please give your feedback. That's how I think helps you a lot in the product management domain. Now going forward, so my second my internship ended and then I moved back to Pittsburgh for my third semester. And that time it was a very crucial time because we have to search for a full-time job. Also, you have so many courses which you have to complete in a span of just 2 semesters. And half of the people have already landed a full-time job. So there's a lot of peer pressure also which is going, and then you have loans which you have taken for your MBA degree. But the journey continued and it was good. But pandemic happened, and in middle of March when we were about to graduate, we got to know, okay, COVID happened and then a lot of jobs were impacted. But luckily I joined a startup for 6 months where I was working as a product owner. But that was not something I was liking, or maybe it was a cultural shift or the US market. I decided that I want to move back to India. So in December 2020, I moved back to India and I joined a firm called Dineout, which is now acquired by Swiggy. It's a B2C consumer app as a product manager. So there I was involved on working on the UI and the UX layout. And when you are working as a B2C consumer PM, I think it's a very challenging and a different role because everything is in front of the customer and anything you put has an impact. Any push notification you are sending or any message you are sending, it makes an impact on it hampers the customer experience. Also, I got to know that the way the startup works, so having always worked in a big company is very different when you start working in a startup culture because things are moving at a very rapid pace there, and also you are responsible for multiple things. Sometimes I was also responsible for managing the Figma, and which is more of a design work, but sometimes you have to prepare the prototype and everything. I worked there for almost 1 year, but eventually decided that I want to move back to Cisco. So I again decided that I'll join Cisco, and I joined Cisco in around April 22 in the developer platform team. I decided to join Cisco back again in 2022, and there I was working on different integrations and SDKs. Also, I was working on bots and APIs. Overall, the experience was really good, but due to the platform shift and the market trends, our customers also moved to the new AI stuff, and now I'm working on CRM connectors or agentic AI or the contact centers, and that's totally a different experience. So when you're working in a large company, you get to work with so many clients from different geographies like Australia or US. You have multiple time zones. Also, you have a lot of cross collaboration what you have to do. Let's say I have a feature that needs to be prioritized with the other team, so first I have to get my feature added into their backlog and then plan accordingly in my sprint that okay, now once that will be delivered, I have to plan it in my backlog, and that's how the ETA is going to be. Also, there's a proper beta test what you have to do, and give a customer a heads up on okay, these many months is what the beta testing is going to take place. I would say my journey and what I've learned from product management, one thing is that make sure that you totally understand what exactly the customer requirements are, because in the end it is what the product you are building is for the customer. So it could be quite possible you have built a product but it's not what the customer is looking for. Then it doesn't make sense how good of a product manager you are, but you are not actually solving the customer's problem. So try to work with the customer closely and understand what exactly they are looking at and what exactly you are trying to solve. With over 3 years of experience at Cisco now and total 7 years of experience, I feel product management is something which is growing with the whole digital world and the AI thing happening. Product management is something if anyone is looking to explore, is a very good career, and I'll be also posting more and more videos about product management. So stay tuned. Thank you.